Hi, I'm Nick from No Regrets Personal Training, and I'm going to show you another one of our technique videos today, and this one's on the sledgehammer. Very powerful exercise, obviously, this one, and very much is reliant on timing. You don't really need to be strong to use the sledgehammer. However, if you're using it very poorly and with poor coordination, you need to be extremely strong because the lever that it creates needs a lot of strength if you move it too slowly. So in the gym environment, we see a lot of people doing rotation exercises, doing them with too much weight and doing them too slowly. Again, trying to turn a power exercise into a strength exercise. This one's just entirely power, entirely coordination, entirely timing. Very much like tennis players and golf players. You don't need to be strong to move the racket or the club, but you need to have really precise timing, and that's what makes you powerful. All right, so this is a very useful exercise that for everyone, not just sports players, but again, because this relates to how you would use things in the garden, like an axe or pulling weeds out or digging holes. All these things are just everyday movements. That's why we love to use the sledgehammer. Bear in mind, it is like a progression of other ones, so you really want to tick off the other things first. So we're going to show you how to do this so you get the timing and the coordination right.
Alright, here's a technique video of a very interesting exercise. This is the sledgehammer slam. So this is one of those exercises again where strength does not help you. Alright, this really comes down to coordination, timing, skill. If you have those things, it makes you look extremely strong, but you didn't really need that. You just really needed those other things. This is where I see a lot of people get hurt in real life situations from a similar movement. Just because they're lacking skills and timing and actually needing a hell of a lot more strength if you're too slow. So now I'm going to play this because Nathan sort of mucks it up a bit at first. As he gets into it, it looks better. So I'll freeze it where in the spots where he does it well. That first one there, if I go back, have a look at where his hands are. See where his hands are a bit far apart? That's one big mistake that a lot of people make. There's his hand there and there's his hand there. They should be together, and they should be right at the bottom of the handle here. All right. If they're not together, that's basically he's just decreased his leverage. Now he's going to have slower timing on that hammer. All right. So, and you'll see as he gets into it, he works it out. So he's right-handed, so he should be good on that side, which is unusual to see someone muck that up. But let's have a look how he goes. As we play it, all right. So then he goes to his left-hand side, so he has to change his hands. Look where his hand is there. So we'll go back again. Have a look where his bottom hand is on the hammer. All right, it's too high up. See, it's right there. It should be. You shouldn't be able to see the bottom of this handle. It should be right there. All right. So let's have a watch him keep going. Sort of hits it not too bad, but see that hammer got in the way, so he's adjusted his bottom hand a little bit better. Still not close enough together, so it's awkward when it hits the tyre. That's a little bit better. Still too much handle at the bottom. Still too much handle at the bottom. Hands are together. Still too much handle at the bottom. All right, now let's see if he starts. Oh, look, here we go. All right, now there you go. All right, see, it took him like till there. See that I can hardly see any of that bottom of that handle. Hands are really close together. See, he's got maximum leverage right there to really smash that tyre. If his hands are a little bit apart or they're creeping up that handle just to give him, because his timing's wrong, it really stuffs up the power you're going to have from that sledgehammer, and you won't be able to get that maximum height. He has to have that maximum height there for it to really come down and crash on there. If his hand is holding it there, the height of this hammer is sort of going to be somewhere like here. So he's going to have, and it's going to weigh more. So that's the thing, like when it's not right above you, it weighs more because of the lever of it. All right, so very hard to show someone how to do this exercise in real life because it's so quick. I'm going to show you in a second how we do teach that with a lighter hammer. But this is good to see in real time how that works. All right, so I hope you enjoy that. I'll show you in the next video how to break it down step by step and teach someone or yourself. All right, here's a step-by-step breakdown of the sledgehammer. I'm using Nathan's using a 5 kilo sledgehammer, and with the one he uses usually is the 10 kilo, which you can see resting against the bench. Right, now, first mistake a lot of people make is they have the hammer turned the wrong way, which I don't know why, I do know why people do it, because it's a bigger surface, but it just really stuffs up the whole movement, right? So we'll tell Nathan here to turn the hammer around. So you'll see he'll repositions it so the hammer's not that way and it's hitting with the hitting end pointing down. All right, now the starting point is to have it there, all right, if you're right-handed. Now, this is done in slow-mo, right, because the slide, he can hold this there, all right. In real time, you don't see it sort of stuck like that. It's moving quick, but he must get to a point where he's like that. And you can see where his feet are moving up on the toes there. Can you see that? So he's in full extension. That hammer can't get any higher than that. That's because that's the key to it. To have it hitting the tyre really hard, or in real life to smash something, or using an axe to cut through the wood, it needs its highest point coming down to create maximum leverage, because it weighs more. You're using velocity to make it like do what it's meant to do, which is smash something. You don't need a lot of strength to hold that. You just need to get like a way of getting that up there really quickly. Right, so you're using your body to sort of leverage it up really fast. Once it gets this hitting point, then from there you use like a mass amount of, here we go, let's see if Nathan does this, here we go, and then he'll bend forward and that'll crash forward with his whole body. All right. When it hits the tyres, and he doesn't do this, but I should have got him to show you, but he sort of will pull his hand back towards him, and then with his dominant hand, and then catch it in his offhand, and then move it back to the beginning and start all over again. All right. So that's basically, in essence, the timing and coordination of a complex movement. So many females struggle with this; they've just never developed it at an early age. The good news is I've taught many people, women in their 40s and 50s, who've never done it before, to be able to do it. It just takes a bit of time, and again, and some people, even blokes, some of them who are really strong, just try to muscle it, and it just stuffs all the timing up. So it's all about timing coordination. All right, you get these right, so many other things that are similar to it become so easy to you. All right, so hope you enjoy that video, and I'll see you on the next one.